In Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 9, released in July 2019, we learn something about Captain America that's a bit strange. A few issues earlier, the world was introduced to the character of Marnie, aka the Rumor. In 1939, she was subjected to cruel experiments by Imperial Japan in order to create their own super soldier, and she was one of the very few people to gain these powers, also to survive. Because of this, she obviously had no love for Imperial Japan, so she fled to the United States in 1941. There, she became friends with Captain America. But then, in 1942, Executive Order 9066 was put into effect by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. While you might not know the name of this order, you undoubtedly know what it did, at least if you live in the United States. This was the order to force Japanese Americans in the west coast of the United States into internment camps, due to them being deemed by the military and government to be potential threats to the country. This was obviously a very disgusting order, and one that Captain America would 100% be against. And he was. Kinda. In 1943, he went to Marnie and told her that she was going to be forced into one of these camps. However, he also said that he wouldn't stop her from trying to escape. But she refused, and told him to bring her to the camps, so that she could help the people imprisoned there. This was a fairly controversial moment, as while Steve did say that he wouldn't stop her from running, he also says this in front of an American soldier, so he knows that she probably wouldn't get very far. Now, it is explained in the story that the only reason that Steve went along with this order is because he was still new to the superhero game and wasn't very sure of himself. But many people argue that Steve would actively fight against something like this, even at this point in his career.